Hi everybody, Mark here from Dingle Cookery School. Welcome to part 2 of how to make a Paris Brest. So in part 1 we showed you how to put it together, and since then it's been in the oven for 10 minutes first at a nice high temperature, 200 degrees Celsius. We took it down then after 10 minutes for about 180 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. What you want to do is you want to make sure it's nicely baked, nicely formed. Once you take it out of the oven, put it onto a wire rack. And once it cooled, it looked something like that. And then you get a serrated knife and very carefully go in halfway and just literally go right around it until it comes off like that. Okay, so now we're going to assemble it. And basically what we do with this is we just mix up a lovely cream, or else you can get a pastry cream or something like that. And we're going to put it inside and put the lid on top of it. The cream that I'm using, it's quite traditional for a lot of recipes. I've got some whipped cream with a little bit of icing sugar to a nice stiff peak, but then I made a praline, okay? And I've included a praline, how to make this in the recipe. But if you've never made it, and it's a great staple to have in your pastry kitchen at all times, even if you have a little bit left over to put onto tarts, put on top of ice cream, and for whatever you'd love to put on, it's a great one to have. But what it is, it's almonds, and sugar, a little bit of water. Would have started off sugar on the pan with a little bit of water. Leave that on a medium heat. Be very careful because it's going to get very, very hot. That's going to take 5-7 minutes, somewhere like that. It's going to go nice and golden. Once it's come golden, take it off the heat and stir in your almonds straight away, and then put it out in a sheet of parchment to dry. It's going to get nice and hard, crispy, and then you just break it up, put it into a grinder. But really good to have. Then what I would have done is just mix that in, fold that into the cream. I've just put it into a piping bag, and now what I'm going to do is just put loads of it here, and you can just see there's lovely texture there with that, with the almonds or the praline. But be creative there, okay? Who says you have to stick to the original one? If you want to put a lovely cream with little bits of just cream and ice and sugar, a little bit of chocolate, feel free to do whatever you want there. So I'm just going to fill that, give that nice filling, just like that, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lid and put the lid on top of it. One little tip to do is, sometimes I like to do it, but sometimes it's lovely to put it as it is on the table as a full circle. But what you can do is you can cut this into already little pieces. So maybe that's a piece there and so on. And why that's quite easy is, or why it makes sense is, when you put it on top and you go to serve it, you don't have to cut down and squash out some of the cream. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is very carefully take that and just put it on top. Okay, so you can see the cream there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some icing sugar, give it a good coating of icing sugar over the top. Just give it a really good coating. Now you can get creative here. Put chocolate on top of here, put more almonds on there, put hazelnuts, put whatever you feel that you want to decorate it with. Give it a really good coating. So you should have a nice bit of cream. You should have that just lovely bit of choux pastry, almost like when we were talking about earlier on our profiterole. So if you're looking at this video and you're trying to figure out how to make this, check part 1 of this, how to make a Paris Brest. So before I finish up, let's have a quick look at it. So what I have, it's in a circle. It's Paris Brest in commemoration of a bicycle race between Paris and Brest in France. So there you go, folks. So until our next cake, we'll see you then. So thanks for watching. The recipe is below. Thank you.